I'm going to be honest. I wanted to talk about tapping into your feelings and emotions, understanding your emotions and feelings, because many people, there's like sayings that talk about pretty much cutting people's emotions and feelings off, which truly they never really do in a way. It's just more they're hiding their feelings from themselves, but they project their feelings out. Everyone will always project their feelings out. So it's on how well you pick up on people's emotions and feelings. Body language, just watching their eyes, watching how they say something, how they're doing something, just paying attention to those kinds of things. And then you can, know what someone is thinking or feeling. When I was younger, even as I got older, I would really block off my emotions from myself. Now, that's not to say that others around me could not see my emotions. It was more myself blocking my emotions and feelings and things like that. So it's like it would be like a mumbo jumbo type thing. Kind of like, I guess just to, I'm not, okay. What I'm meaning by this is like, I've noticed throughout the years, by paying attention to people and myself, like, be around, even like, myself or people, examples, playing music. Now, whatever's coming through with what type of music they're playing or listening to, that's their feelings and emotions at that time. You only are listening to something because you feel that emotion. Trust me, you're not going to be listening to love music if you're not feeling love music. If you're not feeling hype, you're not going to be listening to hype music. If you're not feeling angry, you're not going to be listening to angry music. If you're not feeling, a certain way, you're not going to be listening to that type of music. Now, you maybe listen to certain music if someone else is around you playing that type of music, or just listening to the radio randomly. But even then, if you're really not feeling a song, you're gonna definitely probably change it. So like anyone that you're around, oh my gosh, I want to give examples of certain things, but it's just so like I did. I love a lot of different types of music. I'm into a lot of types of music, so maybe it means, I'm into expressing different emotions. I don't listen to a lot of angry music more lately in my life, but I remember growing up, it was a lot of more like angry rock, alternative music, or if I was in a happy mood, I'd be listening to dance party music, just sit back, have fun type music, and so it was just dependent on my mood. Get down. Okay. Just depended on my mood and that's just like other people around. Like when me and the girls' dad split up, and it was rough with the. I didn't really want to see him, but since we have 2 girls together, I had to see him. He had to come get the girls and go to court and everything. But like, she would be always listening to like, oh, this person broke my heart type music, and I would just be so irritated and annoyed. Like, I'm like, when are you gonna get out of that emotion? Like, you're just like sulking in that emotion. Like, oh, broke my heart. Like, it's me. Like, if I just like sulked or like kept playing certain type of music over and over again, I would just. I mean, I do it too. So I can't. I mean, it's not like sometimes you're just not noticing that you're doing that. But you're in your emotions, and that is your emotions at that time. If it's like angry music, or sad music, or like, oh my gosh, I love this person music, or you're totally gonna be, just projecting that and not even realize it because you're just in that emotion. Emotions are not bad. I just see, I'll watch other people listen to music, they'll listen to music like, oh, this relationship has failed, or like, oh, my one is like, oh, this person's hitting on me or something. Just different stuff, emotions that we have. What I mean by you don't want to just sulk in emotions. Yeah, you want to understand that you're feeling a certain way when you're upset about something or happy about something, and it's good to express those emotions. Just like, and I've noticed, okay, for example, they say like the deadly sins or something, 7 deadly sins or something like that. Feeling certain emotions is bad, but the thing is, we feel all emotions because we have circumstances and things that happen, situations, actions that happen that make you feel certain things. You can't sit there and say for someone not to feel a certain way when that's just like making someone deny themselves and not be themselves and not be real, not be who they are. So just sitting there going, oh, do not feel, like, okay, for example, lust is one. And it'll be like, oh, don't be lusting. Okay, well, let's take this word. Now, I can understand anything to the extreme is not good. You don't want to be addicted and obsessed with something. It's like glutton, food. It's like an obsession with food. So I can understand that not being good. Now, lust, you can take this 2 different ways. Because you can have like an obsession with, just wanting to be with someone or being with someone sexually or messing with yourself sexually, or, you can have an obsession, yes. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to be with someone. There's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing wrong with thinking about those kind of things or, wanting to go after those kinds of things. Or seeing that people are beautiful and attractive and just admiring them or, enjoying someone. There's nothing wrong with having those feelings. I mean, people don't like being denied or, feeling that, they might get rejected in some kind of way because they have feelings for someone and, they express those feelings to them in some kind of way, because you can express those kind of feelings without words. Images, body language, what someone's doing, just like bringing someone a gift, or just, and words too. And, that might be why people are like, oh, don't get into your feelings because you need to cut it off. But then, you're never going to really interact and enjoy. I mean, that's why we're here, obviously, to feel emotions and have fun and experience being human in this place with all these other things. It's nothing wrong to have those feelings. Pride, they say pride is bad, but it's not actually all bad. Now, if you're someone who only cares about themselves in a way of fuck anyone's emotions and feelings, only my emotions matter, in a sense of can't be kind and respectful and appreciate other people, and think you're the only person that exists in the world, that's different. Now, prideful in the sense of just loving yourself of who you are, that's a good thing, because you want that. You don't want to hate yourself or dislike yourself, because there's no need to. Everyone's different. You can't really pick out, even with twins, there's differences. Everyone is different, and that's what makes everybody amazing and awesome. It makes everyone so beautiful. But pride in what you do, what you like, what you care about, and being happy that you finished something, accomplished something, that you went for a goal, and even if you didn't achieve it all the way, just being happy that you did it and you actually went for it. Having pride, that's something that you should have, because otherwise you're going to be, to me, you're really downing yourself. And that's another thing that you don't want to be doing, downing yourself or making it seem like other people are above you or anyone's above you. No one's above anybody, because we're all special and unique, and we're all Moral Star family. So, of course, what makes anyone better than anybody? Nothing does. But you should be proud of your accomplishments and things that you wanted to go after. Why not? Doesn't mean you're not happy about what anybody else is achieving and what they're doing in their life. I think of some more. Okay, jealousy. Now, we don't want to lie about certain things. So to say that someone never gets jealous or jealous is a bad feeling, that's okay. Now, it's how you take certain things when you get jealous, because jealous is natural. If a parent is treating a child, they have 2 children, or how many ever children, but I'm just going to say they have 2 children, and they sit there and go to one child and go, oh, this child is so beautiful and so much more talented than this child, and oh, this dress would look pretty on this child and not on this child, or and then the other child that's not getting talked about like this has feelings of jealousy how does that make them wrong or evil? It doesn't. Because someone is making them feel that way in the sense of someone being better than them when they're not. So they have a right to feel that way. It's how they act or go about that feeling. You know, it's more of like, okay, you can see that obviously that person who's being that way doesn't have a respect or love for everyone and everything. They are looking at things messed up. They have their, okay, how to say that? They care about certain things that are probably really not, it's probably an illusion anyway. So, you know, or jealousy that, you know, someone's spending more time with someone else, and, you know, that means someone needs to balance things out. But the thing is, people need to speak up more with their feelings and emotions. Not saying that it's bad to feel things. It's not bad to feel things at all. You know, because there's a reason why someone's feeling the way that they're feeling. If they're feeling upset, it's probably because something happened that made them upset. Now, what they need to do is process those emotions, and then how they go about it, you know, that's what makes it what I think is more important. You know, not that, oh, just shutting off your emotions or anything like that. Is how you go about your emotions. You know, you don't want to, anytime you have a certain emotion, just immediately start fighting somebody. Because that, you gotta let other people have emotions too and feelings. So if they say something to you, it hurts your feelings or something like that. When you attack someone, it's like saying, it's like saying that other people can't have emotions and feelings. You know, so sometimes you have to accept other people's emotions and feelings, even if they're not what you want them to be. If they're upset, angry, nervous, scared, you know, you gotta understand their emotions, but just it's how you come off, how you're gonna say something, how your actions are gonna be, but never attacking anyone for their emotions. That's wrong, because you wouldn't want anyone to do that to you and to make it to where you couldn't have emotions and feelings about things. That's why I feel like many people can't tap into their emotions that well, because they have been attacked and pretty much told, you know, not to express their emotions or feelings. So that's why a lot of people, I feel, get kind of to where they don't really recognize their feelings, even though they're projecting certain things, because we'll automatically, no matter how someone thinks, well, they are at poker face. I know see-through poker faces. I know people probably can see through my poker faces, okay? So, I mean, it's still going to be there. It's just more of expressing those emotions and knowing what you feel, because if you are denying them to yourself, then it's really hard to express any kind of emotions, because you don't know how. Really, you're not, even though you're projecting and tapping into emotions, you don't understand that that's what you're doing, that is what you're doing, because you're so used to being in denial about how you feel, because you are told to just shut up or, you know, not say anything. So it doesn't mean you're not making faces, or, like I said, with noticing people's music, you know, I see that people will always express themselves. Anything that they say and do, that's expressing themselves. They could be like, oh, that's not me. No, that is you, because you're expressing that. I mean, just like on any kind of social media, you can see who someone is or their feelings and emotions about things because they post it. I mean, yeah, people can hide things because they won't post everything about themselves or every emotion and feeling that they're feeling at that second. But people do give away a lot of themselves, of how they feel about certain things, what they're doing, and how they're expressing themselves. So you can just see it immediately if you really pay attention. If you want to see how to, I mean, people will say, oh, that's like being telepathic or, you know, just figuring out people's emotions and feelings. But, I mean, really, that, I guess you can say telepathic is like people projecting themselves and then other people picking up those projections. I mean, animals, creatures, I mean, you can do that with everybody and anything. So, but sitting there going, people shouldn't have emotions or feelings or be happy about themselves, not be angry with someone. I mean, yes, you don't want to, I feel like you want to be able to control your feelings, but at the same time, that's kind of hard depending on different situations that come to you or situations that, or actions that you come upon you, and you have to react. You have to have some type of an emotion. If you sit there and act like you don't have an emotion or certain things about it, then you're just pretty much lying to yourself and lying to everyone around. You see somebody hurting someone in front of you or around somebody or says something messed up, and you sit there and just, I'm not going to say anything or do it, you know. Then you're pretty much being in denial and just being kind of like a weak person. I understand that people think that like certain feelings are more positive or negative than other feelings. And in a way that's true, but then again it's not, because you wouldn't be feeling a certain way if there wasn't those kind of circumstances or things going around you. Someone could really have a lot of anger and even seem kind of like this hatred thing for someone if they're like being locked in a cage, tortured, and, you know, being used in some messed up way. Why wouldn't that person be angry? Why wouldn't that person be feeling this hatred towards something that is causing them great pain and suffering? Yeah, they would get up and probably do whatever they can to attack that person or make it to where that situation isn't like it is. So sit there and saying that that is wrong for someone to feel a certain way, unless, okay, I can understand if somebody's coming at you and going, oh, you're doing this, or okay, my feelings are you're doing this and this and this, when you're not really doing that, and they are seeing things in their head differently. Now I can understand that of being, okay, that's not right. You know, and if they want to keep, and you're honest with them and they want to keep going on with that, then I can't be around someone who is not going to accept what other people are saying as what they're saying is the truth, unless they're obviously lying. I mean, if it's obviously in your face and they're sitting there like, they made breakfast in the morning and came out and you asked them, oh, you know, what's for breakfast or something, and they're like, I didn't make breakfast or something, and you're like, dude, I just saw you make breakfast, okay? I mean, you can't lie about something like that. Now, if it's something you can't see or something like, don't be assuming or putting things out there that isn't there. You know, only state things that are there and real. Like, someone or people will be like, oh, that person's got to be cheating because they're on their phone talking to someone and not talking to me. How do you know that unless you actually saw the message or actually saw what was going on? Don't sit there, because that will, you put those things out there of like continually accusing people of certain things, that might happen then. It might switch up to where they're like, okay, fuck this person. I'm gonna go. I'm leaving them and gonna go hang out with some other people. And then you don't have a relationship with that person anymore because you kept accusing them of going, oh, you gotta be with somebody else. Oh, you gotta be sleeping around or something. And you know, that's when accusing certain people turns bad on you, and it like backlashes on you, because you keep accusing, you're going to lose what you're freaking afraid of, and whatever you're projecting out there continuously can backlash on you, especially if it's not something that's in your face happening at that moment. It's all right for us to have emotions and to tap into people's emotions and understand and see them. Most of the time I notice that I just kind of always just flow with whatever's going around. So my emotions, it's not like I'm tapping into them, like noticing what I'm doing in the sense of my emotions. But it's kind of like being that person that's kind of looking on the outside, looking in to see what's going on, seeing how you are. But like, if I'm into something, I'm going to be into something at that moment. If I'm not into something in that moment, I'm not into something at that moment. I will straight up say it, you know. Or, you know, if I have feelings about certain things. Now, if I feel like something I don't really need to say, because they probably already know it and understand it and see certain things, then I'm not going to worry about saying something. Especially if it's not, to me, necessary to say. I don't need to sit there and worry about every little screw up or mess up somebody does. And I feel like, because to sit there and act like they don't know, they know. And it doesn't mean that they're not, you know, wanting to get better or whatever the situation is. Just appreciate and be grateful for every good thing that's going on. All the good things, because there's way more good things going on than there is mistakes. You can sit there staring at one mistake all day long, or some past situation all day long, and not looking at all the good things going on. Because everyone, you know, people want to be like, oh, people aren't doing something. Dude, I see everybody doing good stuff all the freaking time. Oh, because they messed up with this one thing. Who gives a crap? Who gives a crap, man? Get over it. Get over it. You know? But no, I just wanted to talk about this because I feel like people are scared of their feelings. And probably, you know, they're scared of what other people are going to say or what other people are going to do, but that's you being in your truth, being yourself, being able to feel. You want to be able to feel here. You want to be able to enjoy yourself even no matter how you feel about a certain situation. So, and express yourself. And everybody loves, everyone gets so happy when people express themselves. It's like the best thing to express yourself. So, because that's what makes everybody so happy. Somebody's sitting there, and that's what they call being fake. You know, if somebody sits there and is lying about how they feel, but everybody can look and see actually how they feel, and, you know, they're not expressing themselves and stuff like that, that's how when people feel like people are being fake and being phony and being weak because they're not really expressing themselves And, you know, how are we going to have so much pride in not feeling emotions when it makes you really look like a sad person? I mean, yes, I'm going to be honest. I get scared of my emotions, some emotions. I get scared sometimes of what people are going to say about certain things. But I go ahead and say it and do it because I'm like, fuck it. You know, if they're going to be mad, they're going to be mad. If they're going to be cool with me still, they're going to be still cool with me. But I'm not going to sit here and be fucking fake and sit here and hide my emotions, because that fucks me up. It, like, tears me up to not say something that I need to say, or not feel, you know, be able to state certain things I can admit to when I'm wrong. Someone can sit there, even in my past, okay, I've done a little stealing back in my past, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, people come up to me, hey, did you take this? You know, they might got me on the spot, but I'm gonna fucking tell them, because, hey, I'll be like, yeah, I did do that. Shit, whatever it is, somebody comes up to me and asks me something. Yeah, I did that. You know, I could apologize about it, of course, and, you know, whatever happens, happens. If they fucking hate me, you know, whatever the situation goes towards, it goes towards that. But I'm not wanting to be one of those people that are fucking gonna lie about shit, because people aren't, most of the time, already fucking know. That's another thing. You project yourself. People can put shit together. People aren't fucking stupid. I mean, they might sit there and be like, oh, I'm just not gonna say anything, but they freaking know. So, why sit there and be like, oh, that person doesn't know? I mean, come on. How dumb do you think everybody is? Okay. But they'll play. They might not say anything, but they know. So why sit there and lie about stuff? So, or try to play things like they're not as they are. So, but yeah, I mean, and you know, I gotta take those hits when I'm wrong about something. I gotta take, not hits in like, oh, someone's hitting you. It's more like, yeah, you feel that pain because you fucked up, okay? You messed up, okay? But now it's time to get over that you messed up, because everybody messes up. Okay, thank you. Doesn't mean you want to keep doing it over and over again, but at least sit there and go, hey, you know, I know you fuck up too, so I can tell you this shit. Because I know you fuck up too. So, sit there and say that I'm the only one that fucks up. No, that's not true. And like I said, you don't want to dwell on the fucking mess ups, because most of the time, you're doing great shit. Continuously helping people, continuously on certain projects, continuously growing yourself and making yourself better. So there's no need to sit there and be like, oh, I messed up on this one thing, but then I mess up on this one thing tomorrow. Okay, yeah, and you'll outgrow that at some point in time. Just freaking move on and be happy and relax. But to sit there and to say that you don't have any emotions about anything, that's a lie. That's a lie. And to keep being in denial in some kind of way about your feelings towards anything makes it like you're not real. So I remember that growing up. I felt like I couldn't express myself. And when you feel like you can't express yourself, you feel like you're not real. I mean, it can get into dark things, even like self-mutilation and fucking yourself up, because you're like, am I even fucking real? What is it? Like, you can be so upset, jack yourself up, and then be like, you didn't even feel it at that moment either, because you're cutting off all your feelings to yourself. Even though you do have feelings, obviously you're feeling something. so upset. You're obviously feeling something, but somehow you're not being able to express yourself. Or being told that your feelings, you shouldn't express your feelings. And it messes you up. And so I'm just saying, love yourself in a good way. Saying that, like, nobody's better than you, and there's no one like you. And, express yourself when you're upset about certain things. Don't go all crazy with it. Like I said, there's no need to harm and attack anyone. You wouldn't want anyone to harm and attack you for having your feelings, would you? So then what would the point of harming and attacking someone else for theirs be? Even if it's something that you don't like and you're upset about. You gotta think smart. So, I guess if I have any more about this, I just wanted to talk about, tapping into your emotions and feelings, because I know that a lot of people try to deny their emotions and feelings about anything. I've been thinking about this subject for a while. I guess just and not being afraid of your feelings, because I've had some dark feelings, just feelings of feeling super alone, super sad. But I've been in those situations, and it was true. I mean, if you get in those situations, it will make you feel that way because you're in that kind of situation. So, and it can be very depressing. Make you feel depressed, certain feelings, because you're in a certain situation that you need to get yourself out of. Do different things. That's the only way you can change certain emotions that you don't want to be feeling, is changing certain things. Because you can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm not going to be feeling that way. No, you're going to be freaking feeling that way till you change something. And if you wanted to get worse and worse and build up and get worse and just be like, oh, I'm going to have a positive outlook on this and just deny everything and, just look towards other things. Why this one thing's bothering me at the moment? You always want to address what's bothering you. And you always want to address good things as well, too. But if something's really, like, eating at yourself, I can't have something eating at myself for a long time at all. Like, I don't even know if I can handle it for, like, a few hours or whatever. If I, like, feel a certain feeling, I'm going to have to release those feelings of whatever it is because I'm not letting it fucking bother me. Because that shit, I don't know how people do that shit. It makes you, like I said, I think I've done that when I was younger in certain ways, but like, even when I was younger, I a lot of times would have to tell the truth, because, I mean, I felt like I'd project myself so to the point to, like, where everybody could see how I felt anyway, so I'd have to say it anyway, because, like, I just felt like, why sit there and everybody can see anyway? So, I mean, it's stupid. But, don't fear your feelings. Just, whatever happens, happens. Just let it happen. Whatever the emotions and feelings, you're upset, you're angry, just tell somebody that. And that's what's going to change something. And it could be good. Most of the time, it's good. It doesn't change badly. I mean, yeah, you might have some bad events with telling certain people things. They'll be like, I'm not your fucking friend anymore. But you only have like a few or a handful of people do that kind of shit. But most of them, they're not going to do that shit. They understand. They have feelings too. So, and then they get even more knowing that they can come to you about feelings and talk to you easier because, shit, I mean, why not be real? So, yeah, we do get scared of our emotions. Sometimes I would get scared about some of my emotions because I'm like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like I'm losing my mind? Why do I feel so, like, alone and depressing? Well, because you're in a situation and that's alone and depressing. That's why. Now you're going to have to change that shit, right? Thank you. Okay. I mean, yeah, we don't want to feel certain ways. We don't want to hate certain things. We don't want to dislike certain things. We don't want to feel jealous. We don't want to, feel certain ways. But, hey, situations happen to where it makes it happen. And you can't sit there and say that's a lie, because it's not. You want to keep being in denial about how you feel about your life and what's going on in your life and what's going on with anything? That's on you. But I'm going to tell you, you're not gonna be in a great place and feel happy about things. I mean, like I said, we're here for a reason, and that's to experience this place and truly feel. So it's time to tap into those feelings and get moving. If you're upset about something, make it right. If you want something different, or just even small concerns about certain things, don't like something, or you do like something, express that. If somebody's upset about it, that's on them. Peace out, bye. Okay? I love all of you. I forgot that also when someone's denying their emotions a lot, like the universe, like everything around you, okay, makes up how you're feeling. So, I mean, if there's chaos in your mind or in your life, that's what your surroundings are kind of going to look like. And also, I noticed what they say, like, with people going to the extremes when they talk about schizophrenia, like being in denial of your emotions. And all of a sudden, your emotions get super loud. Like, okay, because what you watch or what you're hearing or the radio, certain things, words will be loud. Like if you're scared of something, if you're frustrated with something, or like if it's projecting anything, that is your emotions. Now, you're probably really scared of those emotions, of how you feel. You know, someone bothering you, or you feel trapped, or that people are making you feel a certain way. That, you know, you're wanting to run from those emotions so badly that they're like yelling at you in the face. And I've had this happen more than a few times where, things get super loud. Like, it's like, the TV and the radio will be in sync of like, oh, it's too late to apologize, and this person needs to go, and they are bothering you, and it's like, dude, it's like so intense. Like I'm like, oh my god, like I really gotta fix this situation. But it's just like that's what's happening. If it's like, oh, I feel like everything's out to get me, or this, that's your emotion. You feel like everything's out to get you. Doesn't mean that it's so. Maybe there's some people out to get you and hurt you and want to, fuck you over in some kind of way. Doesn't mean everybody wants to do that. So kind of calm down a little bit on that, But do recognize that, if you have a danger feeling, then there probably is a danger around. Danger is looking at you in the face. So you better get out of that situation. That's why it's super loud. I mean, I can give many examples. It's like listening to your intuition. Your feelings are part of your intuition. And your intuition is telling you, this person's fucking you over. Don't do that because this bad situation's going to happen. Or, why do you feel so blocked? You know, what is causing this? You know, you have to face those things, and then it'll be pointing you straight at your face what's bothering you, and you need to remove yourself from that situation. If it's a job, a person, certain environment, you're going to have to get out of it. Because your feelings they're not lying to you, and they're not wrong. That's another reason why people need to tap into their feelings and emotions, because it's following your intuition. You know, if you feel lovely about something, it's because it's lovely. If you feel bad about something, it's because it is bad. And it feels bad. It feels horrible. So it's true. It's why you feel so horrible. You know? Why people go beat up and shoot the bully. Probably because the bully did something really horrible. Not saying that you should do that. Just saying that's why that shit happens. Okay? Feel your emotions so you can get out of dangerous situations. Or any kind of situation that, you know, like I said, a job. If you feel like you're losing it, it's probably because you're losing it and you need to leave that job and do something else. Or even a relationship. Or whatever it is. It's going to be yelling and screaming at you, okay? Don't be denying it. Because it just hurts you. Really bad sometimes. Okay, I just wanted to mention that part. I love you. Bye.